I'm going to dive into the options. What options have I got? Video, frames per second. 60 plus. Aim for a number near the green bar. 30 FPS. That's off. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Full screen may not work as well as custom full screen mode and or custom windowed mode. No, bang it right up. Custom. Let's have a look at the advanced stuff. High. High. If you're not going to break your computer by putting everything on high, don't bother playing. High. High. I should start at high. And then it could detect as you're playing through if it's playing a bit choppy and then tone it down. That's what I would want for a game. Texture streaming. Enabled. Sure. Okay, 8 times. I hate motion blur. I got 8 times. No idea what you are. I don't know. There we go, that looks a bit better. You'll need to restart the game. Sure, I hope they scale my UI a bit. Hello and welcome, my name is Mr. Gruffle, and this is Vindictus. Joining me today, as always, is Prairie Lily as we continue our look at random MMOs that we find. This one popped up, I don't know, from somewhere. It had a funny name. Anything with a dick in it's funny. I know nothing about it. It's apparently some Korean game. Who knows how old it is? I should actually look that up. I'll edit it and look like a friggin' champion who knows what they're doing. 2010, it's like 7 years old. What a game. That might have been like a Korean date that came to the West at some later time. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, judging from the Steam reviews, gonna hate it. Select game server. Are we east side or west side? West side it is. If you at home are having trouble reading the UI, so am I. That's off. I hate this sort of nonsense in games. I'm an adult. I don't need a secondary password. Apparently I really didn't need a secondary password, just got straight to Vector here. West side. Connecting to the server. This is a great start for the game. Before I logged in, I set my resolution to 4K, which may have been a mistake. Apparently their UI cannot handle it. I can't read anything. Alright, so we've got LAN. I wish this woman would stop talking in the background. It makes it very hard to concentrate.
She repeats it over and over again as well, the same thing. She doesn't stop, she just...
Yeah. All you need to say, lady, is he chops stuff with a sword.
Fiona, sword and long hammer.
I'll give her a long hammer. She's dressed for it.
Staff and battle scythe. How do you say that? Karok?
I'd say carrot.
Of course you would. Of course you would. Pillar? Pillar? Like, I ripped this out of the ground and decided that was my weapon. I've been barbarians like that.
What's big and black and goes in their faces? This guy.
Jeez.
Okay.
Kai? Bow and cross gun?
That's right. Kai, last of the Brunnen G.
Very nice.
How good was Lex? They should make a game in that world. I would love that. That was magnificent. At least the first season was.
Vela. Twin swords and twin chain blades.
That would be the weapon I choose if we got to choose weapons. That sounds immense fun.
Which, the chain blade?
Yeah, I don't know. Just twin swords, and if you chain them up and...
When you turn her, look at how her little claws jiggle.
It's not her claws. She actually has like this weird insect living inside her. It just pops out underneath to cop a feel.
Herc, the great sword.
Herc. Herc.
Lyn, the glaive.
Yeah.
Again. Oh no.
Yes.
Do I need to do that one again?
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. We'll make a fine intro from this.
Of course.
Who's up next?
Arisha? I don't know how to say that.
Arisha! Arisha! Arisha Silversword! It is. It's the Catwoman from that 90s Batman one. I suppose 2000s Batman one.
No.
It is. It's Arisha Silverstone.
Oh, no.
Next up.
Silas? The Phantom Dagger? Is that a girl or a boy?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I believe that's the answer you give.
That's alright then.
This thing.
Delia?
I'll go Delia.
Delia. Okay,
Like the cook, Delia Smith.
Okay.
Shall I cut you saying Delia?
Delia, the bastard sword. That's the one you want to play.
It is. Metal legs, cat ears. Her legs look a totally different skin tone to her face. Fantastic. I'm trying to work out what these things mean. Well, it's got them lit up on the side here. I would read the text, but it's too small for my eyes at this distance. A carefree knight with bright personality. I thought it was going to explain what this is. She's got light defense. She is both easy and heavy.
Hard. Easy and hard.
No, it's heavy.
I don't have a heavy on.
I don't know what heavy means.
Oh.
Tell me. What does any of this mean? No armour. It's just a button mash, but she's heavy. Can her drop a couple of pounds. It's not hard to see where she could drop them from.
Delia uses her royal training to dismantle her adversary.
So you're admitting a negative bias before even entering this world of Vindictus.
Oh, it was negative before that. It's another Korean game. This game apparently has a similar system where you need to... your weapon will break when you go to upgrade it, unless you buy their store item for like about $10 or something. That guarantees it won't break, but you can still fail at the crafting. So you need to buy the thing again to guarantee it won't break when you try and upgrade it again. They're very big on having gear upgrades and things tied to store-bought gems and stuff, which I find is absolutely despicable. If I'm going to have a store, I want to buy decorative things. I'll buy bank slots and storage space. I'll buy modes of transport. I will buy, fancy items for my house. I'll buy funny clothes. I don't mind spending, $60, $100 on a game. If it's a free-to-play game, because you'd spend $60, $100 on a, any other game. And if it's good, it entertains me for a couple more years, I'll spend more money on it. Buying, new and exciting things, new content, new levels. What I won't buy is skills, ways to bypass dungeon timers, power-up potions. Just, ugh. Things that make the game easier, or things that put a definite barrier, so definitely spend money, is just terrible. Either make a pay game, if you want everyone to pay money, or make a free-to-play game that people can choose to spend money on or not. I just these games that say it's totally free-to-play, but you can't upgrade your weapons past tier 3. And meanwhile, the people who are paying the money have got like tier 20 weapons. I mean, you'll never compete, you'll never get anywhere. Just don't make a free-to-play game. Make a pay game. People will pay money for it if it's a good game.
So do you have a preference between the, here's your $60, I own this game now, or the monthly subscription base?
No, I have absolutely no preference.
Just don't make your game free-to-play.
Don't make your game free-to-play and then sell... gems to upgrade your weapons and that. That's awful. And it seems to be creeping in more and more and more of these games coming out of Asia all the time. Of, pay us $20 to upgrade your weapon to tier 4. Now pay us $50 to upgrade your weapon to tier 5.
And do you think it's because a lot of games have went away from that trial period? Because if you have that, 1 to 10 or whatever, or 1 week free of a trial period, so you know whether or not you want to outright buy this game, does that get away from the free-to-play, pay-to-win scenario we're running into?
Well, I think what the trouble originally was is there's too many games. 15 years ago, there were, 3 or 4 MMOs. And if someone wanted to do something different to stand out with their new one, they made it... free trial period before you started playing your subscription, and then other games were like, well, we'll put a pay store in. And the free-to-play player who, most of them would pay money to play the game, just jump from game to game playing, level 0 to level 100 or max level or whatever it is. and then to jump to the next game. They don't stay and build anything in the world because they would need to pay money to keep up with the people who are paying money. So they just jump to the next free game and play that for a couple of months. Jump to the next game, why not? See what happens there. And because there's so many new games coming out, all the players are just jumping place to place, and these games can't keep up a subscription. There's all these free-to-play games, I think, which have ruined the MMO. That's having these stupid stores and stuff in. I wish this dozy woman would shut up. Apart from that, what are your thoughts on stores? Would you buy gems to upgrade your weapon to level 3? It's only $5.
No, I'm mostly in agreement with you. I mean, you're always more furious about everything and more opinionated, but I think stores should be largely for cosmetic. I would rather spend solid money up front or subscription on any game that'll keep my interest than have... And if I know that a game's keeping my interest enough and there is nothing more to put money into besides cosmetic, I will more strongly consider making that change for my character to support a good game.
Good.
Good.
Good. We'll keep that as well. That's you having an opinion, me having an opinion. Shall we dive into this game, see what the world brings us?
I don't think it's going to take us long, considering your, yeah.
Well, okay. Let's just dive in and take a look. I don't have high hopes for this one. There we go. Unacceptable name.
What did you try to use?
I've tried to use Sister Gruffle. But, no. No special characters or spaces. 4 to 12 letters. Grufflet. Check. The name is available and can be used. Create. Magnificent. Come on. One name, 4 to 12 letters, no spaces, no special characters. Go. Unique. This is why I like surname and nickname. Combination of all three to create your unique character name. This game has been out for 7 years. How many names have been taken in that 7 years? Answer, all of them. Apart from Grufflet. Once upon a time, on a clear autumn day. Oh, show me what you got. Hang on, we've all got different stories. I'll stop talking over hers. The youngest princess was playing knights by forcing her other brothers to fight her.
Even though I just named my character, she's back to her old name and...
Yeah.
And appearance.
This is not engaging.
This feels like a single-player game.
Doesn't it? Well, this is just terrible. I don't want to sit here and have to read this. There we go. Match control about 400 times to get past this. He's climbing the bell tower! He's climbing the bell tower! Lord Ballista, Captain, the tower will collapse! I don't care. I'll do the voices instead. Fire the cannon! Oh god, it's Peta. They've come to stop us killing the monster. No, no, animals are people too. Oh, well, don't eat meat. Sorry.
No, it's awesome. Please continue.
But he's my monster. We're all animals. You don't have to reload. You haven't fired yet, mate. Let's pick her up and move her out of the way. No, push her over, kill the thing, and then we'll eat it. No, give her a shove. Ugh. These are the worst soldiers I've ever seen. They've not endeared me to the game at all. I think that's me there. I've got my cloak down a bit over my eyes so that no one will know it's me. Are you going to get the same cutscene? You want to talk about it too? Talk about it. Have you got sound?
I do.
Do they have voices?
Yes.
I was getting like angry at mine. I've just lost my audio. I bet it's the 4K resolution that does it. I can't read the words.
What?
And I can't hear the sounds. Oh, a bit of screen tearing there. Ugh, lots of screen tearing. What is it doing here? Prepare for battle.
That's exactly what they sound like.
Good.
Just so you know, you're absolutely nailing it.
Good. Oh, there's the World of Warcraft dogmen. Who's saying rookie protect the Oracle? Controls. Try meshing it. Oh, that's the best instruction I've ever had. Hold down the button. What? I've protected her. I dodge on space. I suppose I can deal with that. Shift on run, Alt show cursor. I can't steer with the mouse though. There we go. I've dodged. Dodged again. See, I immediately got to this point right here. And I was like, I want to walk off the edge and just chuck her off. But I couldn't. Chuck her. No, and nor can I walk off. I hate that in games. Invisible walls. Quick. Down we go.
Oh, she got better. She just really didn't want to walk.
It's alright now. I have to do my own voices. I hate this.
It's alright. Shh. You'll be fine. Why did you attack? Tell me.
He looks like he's made of cheap plastic.
What?
Oh, monster face. Monster face. Press 1 or 2 to use the corresponding skills. 1, 2. Chop, 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 chop. I keep hitting shift to dodge, but it's not shift. It's not like this online. Yeah, I know how combat works, game. Dodge attacks. Attack when there's an opening. I don't know what the ballista have begun means, or why I should care.
It took a while though. I had 3 or 4 attacks that I attempted to have go off that just didn't do anything before the ballista. It was obviously because of that, but it wasn't clear.
I still don't know. I don't think I even saw the ballista do anything. Oh, he's got like that X health bars. I see. That's not a very helpful screen.
Yeah, it keeps trying to change the angle and just to be a bit more cinematic, and you think that your battle's done, or...
So off you go, mate. If we can stop focusing on them, please. I don't know what you're wanting me to do, but this is absolute garbage controls. Mega Bell Squash. Am I supposed to knob him now that he's down? Oh, kill him, he's not dead yet. Chop his head off. Please, kill me. Kill me. What is this thing made of? Freaking blurry plastic. I have no sympathy for it, love. It's a spider. Oh, 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 oh. I gotta fix my audio. I hate not hearing games. It makes me talk too much. She gritting away. You're awake yesterday at the bell tower. Their eyes were tears. I didn't have a chance. Yeah, alright, love. Alright, it's fine. Yes, I'm going on an adventure. Oh my gosh. This is total tedium. Go away, Steve. I don't care. I've no idea. I can't read the UI and I can't read their things down here. Change second password. Purchase character slot. What? I don't have idea what I clicked. What? What's this? I'm out of the game. I'm coming back. Enter secondary path.
I like how it had the dialogue box and talked about what she, like, how she turned away and how she looked pained and all that because they couldn't bother to do another cutscene.
That's the smallest breast you could have. Would you believe it?
Sorry, I missed it.
How could you miss them? They're huge.
You have entered Eevee Chat Room 1. What?
Hot Springs notification. Closed. Welcome.
Look at these little puppies. You're not real puppies.
You what? I can't chop them with the sword. What is it with games not being able to chop things in town lately? Let's have a look. How do I bring up my options? At least my character. C. I can't read it. Dear game developers, if you give people the option to choose 4K as a resolution, scale your UI because it's unreadable. But I'm not going to change it. Make a better game for me to play. Story hints. Go to the outpost. I don't think so. What I'd really like to do is check your store. Change channel. Oh, no thanks for watching this one. T? Is that store? Menu. To the main screen. Capture video, screenshot, help, bug report, options, switch channel, close game. I have no idea what any of this is. Robe settings. I would love to do any of this, but I can't read anything. How's yours going? Can you read things?
I can.
Good. All the movements on my mouse, which I absolutely hate. I want it on Q&E. This case falls under the jurisdiction of the Royal Army. We're taking command. That's fine. I really have no interest in NPCs talking without using voice.
She's very... They're all very...
Do they actually have a voice?
No, they don't. I was just going to comment that they're all very... cardboard cutout. Even just the pictures aren't...
Okay, this is so boring. End. Are we done in here yet, please? System. Leave the mercenary outpost to head back to the dig. I think that's what it's trying to say to me down there. Dock? I can't work out how to leave though. Escape?
Exit?
We can't group yet.
Oh.
We have to learn how to play the game.
Oh.
I quite like their first instruction of just mash the buttons. Press the direction keys to move while seeing the mini-map. Yeah, I know how to use a mini-map. Press the direction keys to move. I'm seeing the mini-map! I don't know what you want me to do.
This feels like Daggerfall.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Combat tip. 4 more gates. I didn't read the last tip. That was a potion I picked up. I can't see anything, it's all too small. Looks like a trap.
What happened to the abilities I could use when I was with the spider?
That's what I was wondering too. I appear to have lost my combat abilities for some reason. We've got worst of level to 1. No. Take this, it's like Dark Souls, but terrible. I don't want a mini-map in this game for the 4th time. I don't know why they don't think I know what a map is. I obtained some cloth. My lucky day. If I'm lucky, she'll go and string herself up in a hotel room by the end of this. Oh, I need some V-Sync or something. It's just tearing all over the place. Oh, it's Mr. Foot. I think the camera's too far zoomed in on these people moving about. It makes me really ill. The boss appears at the end of the battle. He's trying to give me a tip in the middle of combat, which isn't very helpful. If you use your words, love, I might be able to help you out a bit more.
I cannot move at all when casting.
Oh, I hate that.
I know you do.
That is absolutely abysmal.
I cannot double tap to roll or do anything.
No, you can
really
shift to dodge.
I can't double tap to dodge.
No, but you can just like twirl through it. Whee! Oh, yeah, he's exploded. Ah, get them. Get it. Oh! Oh no. Get it. Battle cleared. I don't know what all this nonsense is. You're just gonna be a treasure chest. Rookie bonus. Welcome. Oh, I can't read any of the text game.
When I beat the boss, my whole screen kind of spazzed out.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Is space the politically correct term?
Freaked out? My whole screen freaked out?
Okay, and if you're going to sell decorative objects, make sure they don't clip into you and look ridiculous.
What about thematic?
You've got an inflatable whale. That's alright, but it's just clipped onto you. It looks stupid.
It looks... So an inflatable whale would not look stupid on a jack-o'-lantern head dude
If it didn't
clip.
If it didn't clip into him, yes.
Okay, yep.
I cannot tell it all where I want to go because I can't read the screen. I don't want to change my resolution. You spend thousands of dollars on a computer to run games at 4K. And then you just find the developers are just taking the piss. Absolutely disgusting. Story hint. Merrick and the... It's off my screen. It says here, if we zoom in really close, move and the Crimson B. Talk to Kaira. I don't know what a Kaira is.
It's her name. You already talked to her.
Did I?
Was she not the girl from the bar at the beginning? The redhead?
I don't know. I didn't take an interest in the characters because they didn't have names or voices or anything.
You are terrible with women's names.
Well, that's why I just call them all you or babe or sexy, so you don't have to get the wrong one. That's why you never ever use a woman's name. That's my pro tip. All you guys out there, never use a woman's name. Just, hey babe. Hey sexy. They love it.
Do they?
What? Well, my mum does. Amazing Grufflet, that's right. Yeah, welcome, babe. That way you never get their names wrong.
So if you're listening to this and you happen to be Gruffle's mom, please leave a comment in the comment section as to how much you love being called babe and sexy. Let's rate it between 1 to holy crap, why didn't I use birth control?
This is so boring. I really don't care about the discussion they're having. Watch out for faux wars.
I really don't think I can convince myself to play much more of this when we know we have an awesome game waiting for us.
You don't think this has defeated Secret World and Battle for MMO Supremacy?
I don't. Oh man, I don't know. And I worked so hard making Pillar Bait.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really wanted to run into one of those barbarians and be all,
mine's just randomly minimized.
How you doing?
Here we are. Okay. I look a bit fat and my hands clip into my breasts.
You're
What?
Wow.
What is this? This is absolutely horrendous. There's an art director out there who got paid $100,000 for this game. And he's laughing his ass off at what he's managed to unload on these people. Do you people have no pride in your work? It's absolutely disgusting.
That is quite bad.
Plus, I don't move my head at all. I just stand there with a cock to the side looking. And my ass clips into my sword as well. Anyway, sword in my ass. Don't like it. Giant fat ass as well.
Sword in your ass. You don't like it.
I don't like it.
What have we said about judging things before you try it?
I don't think anyone's ever stood like that in the history of creation. Not without severe back problems. Straight away, I did not like this game. It doesn't feel fun and fluid. The combat is fast, but we had abilities to start with. They've randomly taken them away. What do you think? How do you find the combat? Good fun?
No, about the same. I don't necessarily feel like the way I'm moving her. She's not an extension of me.
She's not an extension of you?
No. What I'm telling her to do and what her body's actually doing on screen, it feels quite separate. I think it's because of that cutscene. Like we're fighting the spider, and suddenly our screen is to the side, or it's above, or it's...
Yeah, the camera's not the best, is it?
Yeah, it was all over the place, and it didn't feel like it had anything to do with me.
I don't think it helps that my audio's not going at all. and that I can't read anything on the screen, as my chosen resolution does not appear to be supported despite it being an option. And I will just go and have one more quick look at
What
this.
did you say? What year did you say it came out in?
2010. Okay, there is no UI scale. Surely. No, I definitely can't find a scale UI button. Well, I have to say, I'm not impressed with it.
No.
No? You?
No.
No.
I'm gonna have to say, out of the 4 games that we've played for the first time, the
Yes.
first look games, over the last couple of weeks, I would rather go back and play World of Warcraft.
Would you?
Yes.
I wouldn't. I'd rather play that than World of Warcraft.
Really, no, it is
It was...
bottom of the pile for me.
Mm.
But, so whether this game will hold up to other games put out around that time,
Well, next up, should we do some Star Trek Online? We'll compare the two.
that seems a whole lot more fair than comparing, games that are 13 years old, like World of Warcraft, to games that are only 7 years old, or brand new games like Black Desert. I mean, we are all over the place on this, and I'm trying to keep that in mind when I'm looking at these, when I'm looking at graphics, when I'm looking at what people wanted back then.
Alright, so our final feelings on Vindictus. Mine's got a desktop again, because I've dared to change video settings. I have to edit this in at some point where the game is still running. Cannot get into the game at all.
No, that was not an enjoyable way to spend even a little bit of time. We haven't actually been at it very long.
No.
It's not like the usual of, hey, let's do this for 4 hours, and then, cut together something where Griffle isn't dying over and over and over again embarrassingly and being like, what? So please, sir, can we play something else? That was terrible. I'd like to pretend that I never knew that game existed. That game put the dick in Vindictus. That's terrible.
That's our outro.
No, can't we?
It totally is. Thanks for watching. I've been Mr. Gruffle. That's been Prairie Lily. And that game, unfortunately, was Vindictus, which is just... Ugh. Ugh. Spend $8 on Black Desert. Or spend nothing, play Secret World.